Hello everyone. Welcome to Chapter 5, Getting Started with Python, Part 1. Introduction to Python. Python is a high-level language. Now, what is a high-level language? Any language that is very user-friendly and doesn't get into the details of the machine or the hardware is called high-level language. For example, in Python, if you have to add two numbers, 5 and 3, the syntax is as shown on the screen. But at the same time, when we deal with low level language, for example, compared to Python, assembly language is lower level. You have to deal with the memory and the registers. For example, to add the 5 and 3, we have to move 5 to the AX register and then we have to add 3 to the AX register. Now the AX register will have the result. Now going into the machine level language, as you can see, is dealing with ones and zeros. So same instructions of moving and adding has to be specified in ones and zeros. So Python is a high level language compared to assembly language, and assembly language is high level compared to the machine language. Now what is compiled and interpreted languages? Compiler is used to convert a source code into executable program, and it compiles only if there is no syntax errors in the source code. For example, the language like C, C++, Java are compiled language. Interpreters are used for languages like Python, Perl, Ruby, PHP, JavaScript, where the interpreter interprets the source code line by line and executes it at runtime. It does not check for syntax error at the beginning. Interpreters help in platform independent way of running programs, and it is generally slower than the compiled languages. Features of Python. As we've already seen, it's a high level language, very user friendly, and users don't have to deal with the machine level details. It is also a free and open source software. The source code of many of the libraries of Python is available to you in readable format, and you're free to change it and redistribute it. To learn more about the open source initiative, you can click on opensource.org/OST as you see in the screen, and then you can read more about it. The syntax is case sensitive, and there is a lot of rules on when to use what. And it is a simple structured program with indentation, basically tabs. A Python program is portable and platform independent. So when you write a program, it runs on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. If it is a common library, it would run on all these environments. Python has vast amount of libraries, so you can do any type of application development like desktop, web, game, tools for networking and cybersecurity. You can develop application programming interfaces or Internet of Things, data science, analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, even Gen AI and blockchain. Working with Python. As we know, Python is an interpreted language. We need an interpreter to execute Python. And also we need an integrated development environment to write and run Python programs. So there is installers available for each platforms like Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. By clicking on the URL, you will go to the page where you can download the installer. And then you have to run the installer to perform the installation. So when we execute Python programs, we deal with something called Python shell. You can identify with the 3 greater than arrow symbols where you can execute your Python statements. I'm on the website python.org/downloads. Here you have a download Python 3.13.5. You can click on it. Once you click on it and it's successfully downloaded, you can open the installer. Before you open the installer, right click on it, go to the properties and unblock. This is on Windows, and then you can double click on it. Check use admin privileges and add python.exe to the path before you start the install now. Once you perform this, the installation should complete in a few seconds. There are two different execution modes available to run your Python program. One is called an interactive mode, the other one is a script mode. We'll see both of them shortly. Now let's look at the interactive mode of writing Python programs. So if you go to the search bar on the Windows and type Python, you will find the Python IDLE, which is the Integrated Development and Learning Environment. You can see the 3 greater than arrow symbol, which is the indication of Python shell. Now we can type in our code here. Let's go back to the example of adding 5 and 3. So I declare a variable num1 is equal to 5, num2 is equal to 3, and then result is equal to num1 plus num2, and then let me print the result. So it prints the result, which is 8. Now this is interactive mode, but if you want to do the other way, where you want to run a code by saving a file, you can type the same code here. Num1 is equal to 5, num2 is equal to 3, result is equal to num1 plus num2, and then you can print result. You can go to the file tab and use the save option. You can go to one of your drives and place your file there. As you can see, the save file type is .py. So you can give add, and then once you save, it becomes add.py. Now to run this program, you can go to the run and click on run module. It runs a program in your Python shell. You can see this is the location of the file.